I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Yeah, I'm spitting it heavy, the mission is steady. Your bitches are jelly, I'm ditching the petty. You're digging for pennies, I'm itching and ready. I open my heart when I listen to Shetty. I'm bold like a boss, but I'm little like Debbie. I know what the boss, I got richer than Getty. I'm holding the guap and I'm whipping the Yeti. Yeah, Kari can play with advanced moves. I'm fucking my girl and her man too. I'm taking the ball like the Rand do. My soul is the one that I can't lose. I soak up the sun like a sand dune. I'm holding up love with the bamboo. I'm rolling the blunt by the candle. Taking the game, running it back without taking a drink. Yeah, I'm the one and I'm making a wave. Rolling the blunt and I'm blazing a J. I'm escaping the brain, go straight for the cake. I'ma take to the bank, not taking a break. I'm made for the race, I pray for the day. I wake with a bake in the greatest state. Are you living in a box? I'm bigger than a box. I'm spitting to supply my bread. My vision on the top is living like a boss when I kick it in a nice white jet. I'm quicker with the bars, I'm wishing with a one. Yeah, I'm dipping to the bar, I guess. I'm switching like LeBron when I spit it in song. My mission is to try my best. Taking a stab, but I came with a bat. I be chasing to grab my goals. If you hate in the back and you ain't with the facts, don't be faking and act like bros.
From the MMA Underground, your favorite part of Tuesday. I'm only one half the dynamic duo killing it, known as Buddy V, but the one and only
Sam K. And shit, man, we got two phenomenal guests in the building as always. I like to call this man the ambassador of Street Beefs. All the way from Street Beefs West Coast, we have the one, the only, Wero in the building.
What's happening, everybody?
And all the way from Street Beef Scrapyard, we have the one, the only, Johneds33. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Feeling good. How you guys doing?
Chilling.
phenomenal. I was gonna wear my my stuff, but I didn't wash my clothes quite yet, so they're all still kind of dirty. Dang.
Oh man, yeah, I had to wrap it today.
Yeah.
Nice. I was gonna wear my MMA Underground shirt, and I forgot it's in the car right now. So next time.
The Mexican here with us in spirit though. 619 always here.
Always.
Yeah. He's probably shoving half of Bolivia up his nose right now. Yeah.
I saw his most recent fight. I was like, dang, yeah, he went against
that was a boy we ain't never seen before, bro. Like 619, he was nasty. Y'all should have heard him. Like, I give him shit about having pillow hands all the time. Him and Viking Warrior, those two guys, I constantly talk shit about their pillow hands. But 619, I made a joke right before the fight started, and he just stepped out and he just whooped shit out of Aiden, you know, and because he's wanted a shot at Doughboy for months now because he just wants to go through and collect belts, which I get. I mean, he's got the skill set, and yeah, he just went hard, and then he took a second fight and beat up the Maniac pretty good.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one to drop.
Yeah, he was impressive, man. He was very, very impressive.
I gotta see it because that fight I watched, I saw this one double hook he did where he was just hook, and you just hear the thump. I was like, oh, let me just rewatch. That was, and it was right over the gloves too. I saw it was like so perfect. I was like, oh shit. Okay, no, shit.
Yeah, he was crisp.
At one point, he does a triple hook, and I want to say he lands all three. Yeah. Same hand.
Oh yeah, he was nice. That was the best version of 619 I've ever seen. So I mean, I know it's all the cocaine, but just keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Just stay on the juice. It's working.
I was gonna ask John Edge because I know that speaking of good fighters, you actually got to spar at the BKFC tryouts with one gentleman who had what was he, Bellator fighter or? Yeah,
Bellator. Pro Bellator fighter. That was crazy.
How did you get hit by him?
Yeah. They said it was light sparring too, and then he's just out there flicking the jab at me. I'm like, oh, trying to dodge his punches, and man, he's hit me pretty tough, man. A couple body shots. Got me pretty at the end, man. He was pretty good.
Oh yeah, he was
who was it? What was his name?
His name's Kevin Boheim. Something like that. Kevin Boheim.
Okay.
He's fights at Eugene, Oregon. I googled him and it says he's like the #1 ranked featherweight in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
I was gonna say at the BKFC tryouts, one of the things they did is like, it was kind of like we did the full conditioning, full cardio, and as they went through, but everybody was just one big group. And after everything was said and done, all sparring was done, and certain people stood out and whatnot. They're like, all right, pros on one side, amateurs on the other. And it was almost 50-50 of like even amount of people. And I was like, that's why some of y'all were looking like more crispy than everybody. Shit. But
yeah, those pros on a different level, man.
Yeah, there were some people where I'm just like, is this real right now? Nah, but speaking of people with some killer fights, though, I will say, I have 2 fights. And before I ask you one of your favorites, I just want to say both Punchline and Dangerous. You have this thing where you hit them real hard and you were on the pressure and they spun around and you came with this clean uppercut, just bam! So I just have to let you know, those are my 2 favorite fights of yours. So did you have a favorite fight that you did?
Of mine? Probably Bad News, man. I know I lost that fight. I got TKO'd, but the reason why it's my favorite fight is because I took that fight on about a month and a half notice because we were invading out there, and I had Sunshine. I said, who y'all got for me? And they didn't have anybody. And I said, what about Bad News? And when he first took his first couple fights, he was like a light heavyweight. So I thought he was my size. And I was like 215 at the time. And come to find out, he was not my size. Actually, let me take that back. It was about 2.5 months out when I took the fight, and about a month and a half out, he's like, yeah, I'm 170. I was like, fuck. And so I said, can you meet me at 180? And he said, yeah. So I cut 30 pounds in like 30 days. And like I got leveled, but for me to go out there and for him to be a pro boxer right now, and I was hanging with him, in that first round, I was hanging with him. We went shot for shot for a minute there, but I mean, 619, and I was partying the night before, drinking, doing all kinds of shit we wasn't supposed to be doing. So, I mean, I'm proud of what I did, the little bit I did trade with him. I can appreciate that. But as far as my magnum opus, though, probably Punchline, man. Just because he was online talking all kinds of shit, and I only hit him like 3 times, and he literally was like, no mas. So yeah, that was pretty dope for that day, especially him coming in so much bigger than me, because I was only 200 at the time. He came in like 6'3", 215. That one felt good too. Yeah, he's a big boy.
You made a statement with both those fights for sure.
Yeah, hopefully we'll start making some more statements in the next few months, because I fight in about 3 weeks, and then yeah,
you're gonna get. Oh,
I gotta say, my favorite fight of yours. Say that again, buddy.
I just haven't seen any in a while, but I know I've been slacking on my videos. But
I haven't fought since last August. So last year at the anniversary event, I fought Cancer Kenny, and I got sliced through pretty bad with his jiu-jitsu, bro. Because I've never trained on the ground. I don't have any ground game at all. So I just kind of got tuned up a little bit on that. But
what was your favorite fight, Samke, you said?
No, I was gonna say my favorite Wero fight is his future Muay Thai match. That's my favorite one. I can see it right now. I'm replaying it.
I have a feeling. So the plan right now is I fight Adonis this month in boxing. I fight Big Daddy William in May in boxing. And I know that's a tough one right there. That motherfucker's nasty.
That's exclusive right there. Nobody knows that one. And
then that actually hasn't really been announced. And then in the OG yard, we're trying to get an opponent out for me here, Keanu. So in August. So it looks like he's probably going to come out, and him and I are going to do MMA. But he's
Keanu, the ref?
I feel like he's a striker too. He said he's around 220 right now, so I'm gonna meet him at 215 in August. And he's a striker too, so I have a feeling that this is going to be a little bit longer and a little bit better of a fight for me than the Cancer Kenny fight, because I don't think we'll go straight to the ground. He might take it to the ground. I don't know, but I feel like as close as to your Muay Thai match as you want, it's probably gonna be that one. But if all goes well and I feel good after that fight, then I'm probably going to challenge Duva in Muay Thai for next March.
Next year.
Yeah, give him, and he's got some healing time, and I got some. I just got to hope that dog is still in me, bro, because Duva is not somebody to just play with. Like I can not train and hop in there with a bunch of guys, but Duva's not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, that's a great list of goals, man. To be honest, as a fan, I hold it to you, man. I want to see that.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Injuries, man. Injuries. Yeah, dude was a beast, bro. Like he's nobody to take lightly in any shape or form. So
Yeah.
definitely not fucking around with 4-ounce gloves with that motherfucker. No, that's for sure. We go in 12s without a doubt. We go in 12s. Yep.
He's definitely final boss character for sure.
Hell yeah. He's half my goddamn age. Well, probably not.
That's yeah. And I was gonna say, because we were talking about, Doolittle does put on one hell of a show, but I was gonna say, John Eds, your last fight, talk about one hell of a show. I mean, there was so much. There ended up being a lot of blood, and that's all I'm gonna say. Can we? You want to? Oh,
He said you took too long to ask me a question, bro.
yeah, right. Yeah. I took too long to ask. Yeah. Do you want to talk about a little bit about your second fight with because there was, like I said, there was a lot of blood, and I saw a lot of improvements from your first fight to your second fight. I definitely felt like it was two separate fighters. Can you want to talk about that for a second?
Oh yeah, man. Well, my first fight was crazy because I mean, to even go down to fight in StreetBeefs. So I mean, that the fight, my first fight and my second fight, yeah, you're right. It was two different fighters. Because like I said, man, it was my first time ever getting in the ring, my first fight. So I mean, just all that, and like I just wanted to test myself really the first time, see if I even got it, if I could hang in there, if it's something I want to do. And sure enough, man, I liked it. And second fight, I watched my video, my first fight, so many times, watched what I needed to work on, and really laser focused in on that, and kind of drilled out my flaws and whatnot, and worked on my cardio a lot, even though I still got to work on it. But yeah, man, just the improvements. I train by myself at the home. I don't go to the gym. I don't have a trainer. So.
All right. Hey, think you might be joining the gym soon, or because I think you said you wanted to take a future in the fighting world.
He
right?
froze, buddy. He's froze.
Hey, what kind of fights is he doing?
Boxing.
He has two boxing matches.
Yeah, the difference between that first fight and that second fight, just for every human being, is almost every time night and day. Like you show up and you have no idea what to expect. No matter how hard you trained, it's crazy.
But if you can hear us, yeah, the gym that was at, the Top Team American, I'll probably go check that gym out.
Oh, the American Top Team, they got some good people, and they have a high percentage of their fighters going on with winning records, getting very good accomplishments with nice resumes. And I sparred one of their guys in the sparring rounds, and let me tell you, he was the only one that got me in my jaw. I just now can bite regular. I'm like, but for a minute, I think I leaned back, and he just he was timing me, and he kept doing this thing trying to distract me. And the one time he got me, he just wham, and I just felt my whole oh man, that was crazy. They got good fighters on. Their fighters just finished, I think, 2.5 hours of hard training, and then came and did the whole thing with us. So I was like, oh shit, okay.
I know, that was crazy. That's why I was like, it's 2 hours of training and then 3 hours of whatever we went through. That was crazy.
American Top Team. I thought Uriah Faber kind of put them on the map, because I thought, what up, Nine? How you doing, baby boy? Yeah, some of these people in the comments, 619, is doubting your consumption of narcotics.
I don't doubt it.
No,
Hey,
I've been there, bro.
John, I wanted to ask
right
you,
there.
bro. I noticed between your two fights, seemed like in the second fight they gave you, and I know you're frozen. I hope you can hear me. I noticed your second fight, you had a much better opponent as far as skill goes versus the first fight. The first fight I watched, I had you winning, bro, and then what happened? I wanted to ask you personally, what what was it that caused you to no longer continue?
Oh man, it was just my cardio.
Cardio.
I've been there, bro.
Like I said, I literally just started training a month before, and so I wasn't even like running or anything. So I just kind of hopped in there, and I thought for sure I'm like I could go 3 rounds, and no, man, something different once you get in there.
And you had long sleeve on, correct?
Yeah, I fought with the.
Yeah. Damn it.
Dang it. Oh, so close.
It looked like he had like maybe 2 or 3 shirts on, it looked like. And, you know, like I was saying, what were you wearing, sir?
I was wearing a sweatshirt. I was wearing my sweatshirt and a long sleeve my first fight. And then the second fight, I was wearing a long sleeve. But for sure, do not fight in the sweatshirt, man. I felt so heavy.
It gets cold up here in Oregon.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I fought in Scrapyard in January one time. It was 30 fucking degrees.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Never again. Nope. Couldn't feel a thing. Couldn't move. Nothing.
I felt bad. I think that's when you got hit in the nuts, right?
Yeah, Chase the Dragon kicked me in the nuts. He ain't doing it on purpose, but that was a month after Silas punched me in the nuts too, which was like 2 months after maybe 4 months after I got my vasectomy. So it just not a good look, man. It was not a good look. Yep. Got my balls mangled in 2020.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, but John, to your credit, man, I noticed in that first fight, to say that you only trained for maybe a month, you showed a lot of promise. I would have thought you had maybe 2 or 3 months in the gym. I definitely want to see you in a gym because I can see what you have potentially for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, just to hear like the recognition and everything is just truly humbling. And like I said, thank you. But no, everybody's telling me to find a gym. So, and from like my point of view, like I kind of want to do this just to, I don't know, train at home and show people.
What's up, Charlie? How you doing, big homie?
What up, Chile?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, while he froze, shout out Sam K, bro. Hey, I appreciate the fuck out of you being at the hot box all the time, helping ref, especially this past week, this past event, because my shit was busted. Like I couldn't do anything. I could barely announce. My back was killing me. Getting old. I went to the doctor today, and he was like, "What are we looking at?" And it was a laundry list, man. Yeah. I'm getting X-rays and MRIs and all kinds of shit. Because I mean, I got so much shit hurting and going. Yeah. All kinds of shit.
I appreciate it, bro. That's why I'm not fighting this year. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we carry a lot over the years. You know what I'm saying? And you don't realize it until you're stopped. You know what I mean? So
until you turn around and cough. I just smoked some weed and I turned around to cough, and it was a wrap, bro. It was a fucking wrap. I'm a goddamn old man now. Threw my back out coughing like a little bitch. Yeah, it's not cool.
That must have been some good. That was some good shit. Yeah, that's the chronic right there.
I mean, it's solid, but I'm just old. I'm just old.
Yeah, health is everything.
Well,
it is.
That's perfect to talk about because I actually had a question for you, Wero. Because typically we talk about health, we talk about food and diets and stuff, but this is separate. This is a little different because at the Super Bowl event, I had these birria tacos that holy shit, man. And with you having gone to like every event, you're always there. I mean, do you have a favorite food that ever you got to have at one of these events that stood out to you where you're just like, man, I wish I could have that again?
Oh, the tacos, bro. Come on. The hot box tacos. Like we had them last event too. And she did them a little differently. Like they actually, instead of that sauce, that like juice that they was making, the birria juice, they did they did a birria sauce to it. Like, it was spicy as shit. Like my eyes was watering, but I just kept shoving tacos in my mouth. It was so good.
Favorite every time.
Yeah. Oh, y'all come out to Arizona for one of the StreetBeefs West Coast events. I'll hook you up with some tacos. Yep. Hey, John, what do you weigh?
Right now, I weigh about 143.
143. I have plenty of dudes in your division, bro. Plenty of dudes in your division. Come holler at us.
For sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to come out and check out Arizona, though, for sure.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. We some events are a little better than others here, or bigger, shall I say? I don't want to say better, but bigger. Like the one Buddy was talking about, we had like 45 matchups, and then this past one was like 17. So I like the smaller ones too. Get done early, get to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, prep for the heat, prep for the sand, and if you're coming to the Arizona location, that is the grittiest cage in all of Street Beefs. So
yeah, a cage will fuck you up all on its own.
that's the pallet cage, the wooden cage.
Yeah, the hot box.
R1 action.
Yeah, I've seen some motherfuckers bounce their heads off the side of that thing a couple times.
Heads, feet, elbows, whole bodies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Every single event, one of the first comments in the group chat afterwards is somebody pulled the splinters out of me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fight with E7 and Malik Ogun. That one was crazy.
No, fuck that fight. Not shout out to that fight. They broke my goddamn cage, bro. Okay. They turned that goddamn wrestling match or a boxing match into a wrestling match. And he straight. Who was Goldberg? He speared.
Yeah, he speared him.
Just straight up speared him through the side of the cage. Yeah, if you haven't watched that, watch that fight, John. It is pretty fascinating fight. But
that's a spear.
Yeah, he
speared him straight through the door.
Yeah. Straight through the door.
Yeah.
But I mean, they was both bouncing back and forth, wrestling and all kinds of bullshit.
Trying to strong arm each other. I saw that. Yeah, you can see all those veins popping. They're like, I was like, damn.
I heard. I was watching the Scrap Talk a minute ago, and they were talking about Malik is 155 now. Is that true?
He's been that for the most part of his fights. He just has the 170 belt.
Yeah, because I'd love to see him and Coyote, man. Him and Coyote would be a good ass match at 170, bro. But also, I mean, we got Sad Lee, we got Island Strong. If he's 155, we're all those cats, man. I mean,
I like to see Sad Lee and Ogun. That'd be a tight fight. Ooh.
That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, that would be more even than the Coyote fight. Coyote, man, yeah, it's top tier, bro.
I know, but it's a boxer versus a brawler right there, man. Because Coyote is easily. I mean, if you don't have him as the best boxer in Street Beefs, he's absolutely in your top 5 for sure.
Oh yeah, I got him and Talk. Like if they were the same weight, those are the best. Those are the best technical boxers. Him and Takamura.
Man, after what I saw from 619 this weekend, though, I got to put him up there, bro. Like, because I mean, obviously I'm a little biased because that's my man right there. But at the same time, I'm the first one to humble that fat fuck when it needs to happen. You know what I mean? So, like, real talk though, that's the best I've ever seen 619. Like against Hated Native and the Maniac. Like he's just a fucking animal that day. I don't know where it came from, but if he keeps that, everybody gonna have some problems.
Keep in mind though, Takamura actually pushed him. We actually, like, I know you said you saw him use power with the Hated Native, but if we ask 619, if you're still in the chat, bro, I swear he threw his hardest against Tak too.
Yeah, but
we saw him come back from getting rocked. You know, I mean, he was like this and then came back. We saw him push through, and we saw him throw some heavy shots for the first time. You know, some serious waist turning. You know.
Hey, John, what tribe are you from, man? I see that keep popping up. People need to know.
Yeah, I know. I was just waiting for the right time to jump in.
You interrupt me whenever you want, bro.
Right behind us, man. The Blackfeet Nation.
What is it? Black what?
Blackfeet Nation.
Oh, Blackfeet Nation. Okay.
Yes, sir. Out of Browning, Montana.
Nice.
All
Cherokee,
right.
bro.
I got a little Apache in my blood.
There you go.
All right.
But not my sister's a little Blackfoot. Her because we got different dads. So damn, that's pretty cool. Shit.
I'm Alaskan native.
What? What's how? So what? How long did you live up there for?
I didn't. I was born in Oregon.
Oh, but still, that's cool as shit. Hell yeah.
So what is that? Is there the Alaskan Native? What's the term for that? Like, I don't want to be like, what do they call you? But like, what's the tribe name or how's that work?
Oh man, it's a complicated one.
I mean, we got
but
time, Finn. We got
it's
time.
South Alaska. I'll have John tell me. I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, she's my trainer and coach, by the way.
On the corner.
Hey, hell yeah.
Okay.
You holding some mitts.
You holding pads for him?
Yeah.
I was trying to get my girlfriend to hold pads for me, but I about kicked her fucking head off one time. She was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like can't do it. I use my kids as moving targets. I'll see if for speed. I'm like, all right, you guys, let's go.
Yeah, I'd be my kids. In fact, right when I was leaving to come out here, my girl and all the kids, they were all in the living room shadow boxing and play fighting and shit like that. They love this shit. Yeah,
That's dope.
pretty cool.
Now, I was gonna ask you, John Eds, too, because you said with your first fight, you'd only been training for 1 month prior before, never been in a cage, never anything. How did you even come to find a scrapyard and sign up?
Yeah, so I was just kind of working out, doing my own thing, making YouTube videos, kind of messing around, and then I seen some street beef videos, so I figured I'd do some reactions to that on my YouTube, and then I figured, man, I could fight some of these guys, Like I said, I figured I could go a couple rounds. Looks easy enough. So
It's not. You find out pretty quick it's not.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, so did you please tell me you did a reaction video to your own fight?
Oh yeah. When
Okay, good.
out, yeah.
Yeah, like a straight up reaction, like you didn't see it the first time.
To be fair, no, because we had to.
That should be hilarious.
Yeah, no, we had to restart the program. It wasn't working,
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that.
Wasn't working.
Yeah.
Must be some trees where you were at blocking the Wi-Fi signal.
Say what you were saying one more time.
Yeah. So when we was making a video, we didn't get to react to it the first time because just like what's happening now, man, technical difficulties.
Got lots of trees over here.
Damn. Yeah. So, Wero, I was gonna ask you because I know that you're obviously accustomed to the heat and all that stuff. But for those really long events when they're all day, all this and that, has the heat ever actually got to you at all, or you just
bro, like that event you were at out here, we got 40 something fights. I fucking crashed, bro. Like it destroys me because you got to think, that Emma, that's my daughter. Hey, pretty girl. So the gym is over here. 60 feet away is the house, and then the cage is in between. And I'm back and forth and back and forth and back and forth the entire day, running in, running out, matchups, screaming shit the whole time. And then I got 50 people. Hey, I need this. I need this. I need this. It's part of the job. For the bigger event, I actually brought a bunch of people on, gave them staff shirts. That way, it helped lighten the load a little bit, and it worked. But even for this, 17 fight event, it still gets tiring, man. Running around. That's why I try not to fight. Like I fought Golden Arms that one event. It's exhausting to run an event and also try to fight. So I probably won't do it too often, except maybe, like the September one, if it's a boxing mixer. If I could be coached by you during a 3-month fight camp,
That's a good one.
I'll be.
I got your question later, William.
Man, so for you, it would be heavy conditioning. Like Tank, you were strong as fuck, so we wouldn't even lift a lot of weights, man. We'd probably just be in the gym doing condition and creating muscle memory with proper form throwing the proper form on throwing a jab, a cross, a hook. I'd find out, what kind of combos that you naturally want to throw, and then we just build on those. But most of it would be like you'd spend 2 hours a day just jumping rope and hitting a fan bike. Yeah, probably not running because you're a rotund gentleman, and I don't know that your knees would handle it. So we wouldn't have you doing a bunch of running, but yeah, conditioning.
Hey, he's dropped a lot of weight, bro. He's really close. He's close to hitting the 170s. He's almost in the 170s.
He is. He knows I'd just be fucking with him. Yeah, he on his way. I'd love to see Tank just start climbing a ladder. Just drop down 170s, beautiful, and just climb the ladder. Like him. And there's so many good fights. Him and Blanco, him and Zetro, him and Compa, him and Coyote, him and pretty much anybody in that division. I know I just named all my people, but like there's so much competition for him in that division right there.
For sure. And John, I wanted to ask you, bro, what made you come back for that second fight? A lot of times people don't come back after that first loss. A lot of times people don't come back after the first win. Well, what made you continue?
Man, I just kind of fell in love with it, to be honest, just to challenge myself and set my mind to do something. It's kind of like a fight within, like if I can actually reach this goal and say I'm going to do it, is kind of like what I want to do this year in the year of 2024 is like be a man of my word. So that's kind of where I was at with it. And yeah, man, it's like you can't play fight, so it's what I want to go out and show people, like inspire people, like if I can do this, like you can do whatever you set your mind to as well. Because I mean, I'm skinny, I people wouldn't think of me as a fighter. So I mean, this is crazy that I'm even doing it to begin with. So that's why I keep coming back, just to try to inspire others to follow their dreams as well, no matter how crazy they sound.
I mean,
that don't sound crazy at all, man. Yeah, it don't sound crazy at all.
It's like for the millions of negative comments on every single fight video that exists for StreetBeefs, some of the ones that actually are positive, it's like it really is impactful. And I saw the one with me versus Hitmon Lee when I fought him and I lost, but the guy was like, I'm 5 something and I'm a short guy and I'm not, but seeing 2 short guys fight, I thought all fighters are 6'5", 200 pounds, jacked and this and that. So I was like, hey, all right. What's up, dope boy?
Shout out dope boy, man. That's the motherfucking poster child.
So what?
So that's the poster child for StreetBeefs West Coast right there. I love that dude.
Yeah. Great story.
Yep.
And John, why Scrapyard and not any other organization?
It's just the closest one. It's just like a 2-hour drive.
Shit's free too. That's why most of us fight for the StreetBeefs, man. It's free. You just show up, you hop in the cage, man. You ain't gotta spend $200 a month sitting at a gym for 8-10 months and then have somebody tell you if you're ready to fight. You just get to hop in there and get beat up and then come back and get better. Mm-hmm. We all did the same shit, man. Yep.
Yeah, I would love to check out. Yeah, I would love to check out other branches as well if I got the opportunity to.
What's your Facebook name?
John L. Edwards.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. I'll message you. I'll find you and message you. If you want to come down here, we definitely make it happen, man. Yep, I got plenty of matchups. Plenty of matchups in that weight range.
And everybody, I'm telling you, everyone's cool as shit. I went to it's been too long. When I fought, it was at StreetBeefs West Coast 3, and everybody was beyond friendly. Everyone was cool as shit. No animosity, no nothing. So when you go down, it's welcoming as hell.
StreetBeefs West Coast 3 was your first StreetBeefs West Coast event?
Yeah.
Bro, that was my first one too. I fought Jet in that event. Yeah, I fought Jet in that event. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fought Lamanite. Ooh, yeah. What it was hard. Heck yeah.
And what I wanted to ask you, there was a point in which Wero had retired. Wero had given up on future fights. And then Wero got reignited. I want to talk about what took place. What happened?
Man, so what happened was last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year around January, February time frame. My mom had a string of heart attacks. And it was she had a string of heart attacks, and I loaded the kids up when we drove out. I think it was last year, maybe a year before. I can't remember at this point. But I went out, and it was right before I fought Dangerous and then Knee Fight. So it was right after, I think, the Golden Arms match. And I drove out, saw her, hung out. You know, she hadn't seen my kids in a long time, so we did the family thing. And I just wasn't in the right mindset. As soon as I got back, she's still having issues, and she still has issues to this day. Like her everything's failing on her a lot. You know, it was 2 years ago. Everything's kind of failing physically on her. And so it like worries me, you know, and I was just kind of got in my headspace, and there were a few other contributing factors. Heather, that's my girlfriend. If the girls are listening right now, go ahead, mute, tell them to go to the other room. So I got into a relationship with her, and it's hard to want to get in a cage and fight other people when she just sucks the aggression out of you, like literally sucks the aggression right out of you 5-6 times a day. And it like finally had to be like, you got to stop. Like, I got to fight people. Stop. You know what I mean? So there was that. And then another thing is, I didn't so much want to retire from fighting. I didn't realize this at first. I wanted to retire from fighting without training, you know, because it's mentally exhausting to show up for a fight and not know what's going to happen. When you're in your gym and you're training, when you're in the gym and you're training, and you know you have the cardio, and you know your striking is crisp, and you know what you're doing, it's very easy to show up for a fight because you're confident in your abilities. But when you're sitting there and you're like, I haven't done a fucking thing, I have no idea what's going to happen when I step in this cage. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get tuned up. I don't know if they're going to get tuned up because I don't train. I know my cardio. Like, when you step in and you know you got 45 seconds of hard cardio, it's hard to keep jumping in there and continuing to try to fight people. So that's what I did. I retired, but I thought I retired from fighting completely, but I just retired from fighting with my balls empty and fighting with my cardio tank empty. You know what I mean? So my first fight back with cardio, when I fought Cancer Kenny, I felt amazing. I felt amazing. I had the cardio. I had everything I felt I needed. I mean, his jiu-jitsu sliced right through me. But I don't, you know, that's just part of the game. I knew I didn't have any ground game. I knew he was going to take me down and maul me, but I was just hoping to try to not have that happen. And it did. But I was ready. I felt ready. With the injuries I have right now, I don't know how ready I'm going to be for this boxing match, but my cardio will be there. I haven't been able to throw a punch in 2, 3, 4 weeks now, but the cardio will be there. The striking may be sloppy as fuck, but the cardio is going to be there. So I think I know that's a super long explanation, but there's quite a few contributing factors. I'm going to try to be back though this year, like really back. I'm going to try to put some people in some stretchers.
No, I feel it, bro. I feel it.
And I was actually curious because I know I wanted to ask, how did you even get talked into doing an MMA fight? I remember I was just like, wait, what?
I've kind of always wanted to do one, just to see what it was like. You know what I mean? And I like it. I really like it. Part of me wishes I could go back and start over again, and I would train just full MMA. But I definitely don't have that time machine. I've just always wanted to try one, and Cancer Kenny just seemed like a good matchup for me. Not stylistically, but you know, record and how much fun he has in the cage. Like he just enjoys being in there. And for my first time doing something like that, I wanted somebody who was more into the fun of the fight. than anything else. So I just messaged him, was like, hey man, you want to fight me in August? And he's like, absolutely. And that was it.
Hell yeah, that's dope. No, I can respect that all the way. And John Eds, I mean, you've done only boxing so far, but do you think further along you might try to explore a couple other avenues and make your resume a little longer with different fight styles? Or
I was thinking about it, maybe like kickboxing, maybe. Well, yeah, for now I'm just gonna be focusing on boxing.
hell yeah, I gotta develop this one skill. Bam, 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 bam.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
To answer that question, why the name Wero? I work construction, and I work with all the everybody I work with is Mexican, and they all just call me Wero. But I didn't want to spell it like the proper way. I just kind of slanged it out a little bit. I thought I just typed it. Like, I didn't realize, like, I don't know if anybody else has been in a situation, but when you choose your fight name at StreetBeefs, you don't realize what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You don't realize that's who the fuck you're going to be for the next however many months or years that you're a part of the organization. And so, like, I don't think I would, change it. I like Diesel designed me a dope ass fucking logo. I wouldn't change it. But like, looking back, I made that decision just on the fly real quick without really thinking it through. So even though I'm happy with it though. Yeah.
No, it's dope, bro. I had no idea that's not how you spelled it though. I legit thought that's how you spell Wero.
Yeah, it's like Guerro with a couple of those
Like,
dots on the top and shit.
Like Guero.
Yeah, like Wero. That's Wero.
What like, hey, look at
Yeah.
the Juanito, hey,
Learn something new, man. Learn something new.
Yeah.
And John, how did you get your name?
Oh man, I wish I had a story behind it, but no, it's just my gamer tag.
Dope.
That's what I
That's
thought.
cool too. This is
Gamer, what kind of system do you play?
On
can we
PS4
guess?
right now.
Dang it.
Wait, I didn't hear what.
On the PS4 right now.
Ah.
Sony, man, let's go.
PlayStation right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Hey, what do you play? You playing Helldivers 2 right now? I hear that shit is
Helldivers
so
2?
bomb. Yeah.
I never even heard of that.
No, everybody I'm talking to is playing Helldivers 2 right now. They say they're saying it's like the greatest game that's ever come out. It's fucking nuts.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm more old school.
I'm probably getting it soon. Yeah. Yeah, my girl and I play, Heather and I play all the time. Y'all play together sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we play It Takes Two and Alienation, a bunch of shooters and shit like that sometimes. Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds like a good. That It Takes Two looks fun. What were you about to say? Sorry.
It's real fun. Uh-oh.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year. We'll see. You probably missed it, but like I said, I'm not fighting this year. Just focusing on my health and my finances. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. See, I'm trying to get back in that scrapyard before the end of the year. I just got to get a couple more things in order so then that way I can leave my weekend job and my weekends will be free again. And I'll be like, all right, get back to fighting. But yeah, stay on top of my stuff though, I've been lately, because of the BKFC, doing some two-a-days, doing a few other things and, shadow boxing with weights in my hands and whatnot. If I don't run, I'm doing burpees in my house, waking up my neighbors sometimes. Sorry. I was going to ask you guys a little bit about some of your training and what you're doing to stay in shape for your fights as well, because I know everybody does different styles and whatnot. What?
Right now I'm just jumping rope and hitting the fan bike. I do a real light weightlifting, very, very light weightlifting. Like I said, I'm injured almost everywhere right now. So I'm just kind of, what I do is just real light. I haven't hit a bag. When I'm full on though, I mean, I use an app to track what I'm doing, but I wake up, Heather and I wake up, 4 or 5 in the morning, hit the gym. I'll do a workout then. So it'll be some weightlifting, some cardio. And then when I get off work, I hit the gym again, weightlifting, cardio.
Heck yeah.
Pad work. Yeah, pad work when I can. I don't like to spar. I despise sparring. I mean, it's a good, whoever wants to do it, but I have enough fights at this point that I know what it's like to get hit. I'd rather just not for the fun of it. know what I mean? Unless that adrenaline is involved and I have the chance to hurt somebody. You know, I don't like sparring because I can't stop them. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the cardio and I don't have the reflexes to move around and keep people from hitting me anymore. So like the only way I got to stop them is to hit them really hard so they don't want to be close to me. And it just can't really do that.
I wish I had more pad work, man.
That works the shit, man.
What about you, John Edge? You still there? Or did he freeze?
Frozen.
Dang. Hello?
What was the matchup for this month, Wedo?
Adonis.
You want to talk about that fight real quick? What you're projecting?
Man, I don't even know. Like this is I'm projecting, just a 3-round bout. Hopping in there. We're gonna see hopefully classic Wedo come out at least in the first round and try to put somebody in the casket. And then if that happens, which he's got a little fight experience. He doesn't look like he's super easy to hit. So most likely we're looking at 2-3 rounds before somebody either gasses or gets caught. Yeah. I know. Isaac. A 3-round bout, huh? Yeah. I mean, I gotta do at least one 3-round fight, man. I haven't had a 3-round fight since I did Muay Thai, 12 years ago. Yeah. So I had quite a few of them back then though. But it's just one of those things we'll see. We shall see, I think it'll be a good fight. I mean, he's coming off injury. I'm coming off injury. I'm kind of like part of me's kind of hopping in there to see, how much of a prime Wedo I can resurface. Free smoke. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. I'm answering the comments, bro.
Good. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you did Muay Thai.
Yeah,
you gotta come on the beginning of the show. We answered all those questions.
Yeah. So in 2012, 2013, I had 8 Muay Thai fights. I'll never fight Wade. I'll never ever fight Wade. I've spent too much time with him. One, I don't want to have to put in the training to get the type of cardio that I'll need to fight Wade, like just point blank period. He's just on another level cardio wise. And 2, I don't think Wade wants to be hit by me. I do hit pretty hard. So I don't think either one of us want that. You know what I mean? Plus I spend time with him. I have dinner with him. I stayed at his house with his family and everything. It's just not a fight that I think I could like you wouldn't like sparring, mate. Yeah, I can do, but I couldn't fight Wade. But yeah, I used to, I did Muay Thai. I had like 8 fights. I was 6-2 back in the day. That felt pretty good. Now 3-7. So it's just, to answer your question, Smoke, I'll probably do Muay Thai in the yard. Yes, sir.
Sorry, guys.
You good, man. We getting used to it.
Well, I was gonna say because sorry, my kids over here, being goofy. Unfortunately, I'm about to be the bear bad news. We're getting a little close to wrapping up the show here soon. But before we go, I was gonna say, Samke, did you have any final questions that you wanted to ask our gentlemen?
One last question for Johneds33. What's next? Far as fights, what do you have planned next for the future?
Honestly, man, I'm trying to get my name put up on the wall. Fighter of the Year 2024.
Let's go.
Right.
So I mean, that's goal number 1. Try to come back. Obviously, make every event if possible. Try to check out different branches. Just really get my name out there in the fight.
That's the trick right there. That's the trick right there. Visit some different branches and just be as prolific as possible. Take whatever fights, because in the end, honestly, it really doesn't even matter if you're winning or losing. Obviously, winning is better, but that's that Fighter of the Year. We take all that shit into account. Good talk.
Hey, don't forget. Oh, no, sorry.
Buddy got to go daddy duty.
Yep.
That's dope though, John. That's dope, man. I definitely I want to see more of what you got to bring, man, for sure. And Wero, man, the future looks bright, brother. The future looks bright.
See, man. We gonna see. We gonna see if I can get some of this aggression back. Keep my girl from sucking the life out of me all the time. I think we'll be all right. I got stiff armor. I'm not even joking, bro. I get out the shower and she's there. I'm like, I got a stiff armor. Watch out. Make my way to the bed. Get dressed real quick.
That's got to be the reward after the work. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? Yeah, it's hard to save though. She's bad. My girl is bad, bro. It's real hard to postpone that. It's not all her. It's me too. But yeah. Free Smoke, if you still in here, bro. I did say, so after my 3 fights that are scheduled this year, if I'm feeling good and I'm feeling in shape and I'm feeling like I got, prime Wero back, I'm gonna see if Duva wants to run it in March in Muay Thai, to answer your question.
I'll definitely be watching that match. If there's a live, I'll be tuning in. I'll be sitting there. Hell yeah, that'll be a fun one to watch.
Well, shoot, y'all. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
For John, as before, I had to run off real quick. I was just saying, don't forget, in the middle of trying to get your name on that wall, you might get an email from BKFC. So you never know. You never know. Sorry, but then, yeah, go on, sound good?
No. I was gonna have them close it out, but yeah, that's true. And speaking of which, do you want to speak on that that experience, the tryout, real quick? How did that go? What that consist of?
Sure. I mean, it was a pretty humbling experience for me. I mean, because I come from a small town. It was just like I just kept looking around, thinking, man, I have no business even being here. But it was pretty intense. Just the warm up, just the warm up, man. It had me huffing and puffing, feeling like, man, can't give up now. It's just the warm up. And then we did some sit ups. What was it? Wrist over knees. I was like, these are gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Oh no, my abs were burned.
It looked easy. He said there were V-ups, but it was, yeah.
What do they look like? How do you do it?
So if this was like your kneecaps right here, you take your hand and you literally go over your thigh up and then you come down, but you have to keep your hand on your leg the whole time. You're not supposed to take it off. So that way your shit's literally just going like up, back, up, back, up, back with your abs. But it's weird because it's like right in the solar plexus of the core where it got real tight real quick, and I'm like about to have a Charlie horse. I was like, what the?
God damn. Yeah, nah. I did a few jiu-jitsu classes a few months back, and I was dying halfway through the warm-ups. And I was like, man, fuck jiu-jitsu. Fuck this. I'm going to go throw punches.
Damn. Whoa. No Diddy.
Yeah, but Diddy wouldn't be doing it. He would be doing it. Like, you wouldn't be rubbing your own legs. He'll be rubbing your legs for you.
Well, that, man, yeah, we gotta find out where we can even find you at. I mean, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, OnlyFans. I mean, what? No, I'm playing.
For me, man,
Bro,
I'm just on Facebook right now. John L. Edwards is my name. YouTube, Johneds33. That's my YouTube. But other than that, just on Facebook.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I was gonna say we better quit freezing up over here, taking up y'all's time. I think we're gonna get going now. I just want to say thank y'all for having us on. Truly humbling.
Both.
And if we have us on again, hopefully.
And peace.
Yep. And where can we reach you, Wero?
Anthony Nicholas on Facebook, and then SBWC Wero on Instagram and PlayStation.
Nice. Hell,
We appreciate you, brother. Great having you, man.
Hey, good to be on here, man.
good seeing you again, man. I gotta tune in next time I see you on a show. I'm gonna make sure I'm tuning in.
Yeah, me and the Mexican will be popping up on a pop-up show here soon. If Ryu doesn't stop calling me grandpa, bro, this motherfucker right here. Like, there's older people literally in group chats with us, and he's calling me grandpa. Like, Wade be in group chats with us, but Ryu's calling me the grandpa. This. Okay, remember that, bro. I'm gonna do him dirty. Make some posts.
Hilarious.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night,
Thank
man.
you very much, man. You have a good night.
Peace.
Damn.
Great show as always, man. Great show.
As always. Well, thank you guys. I mean, you guys make the show too with the comments and everyone in the live. You guys are the ones here having just as much fun with us. Thank you. But you know,
For sure.
it's not done quite yet. But don't go anywhere.
It's funny, like I wouldn't even say we're influenced by 90s music as much as I would just say we're influenced by good music. You know, I think we're very genre diverse. You know, like we're not really fixated on one particular era or genre of music. I think we just kind of and you know, it shows in our music too that we kind of take the elements of whatever that we do enjoy and try to put it together some way or another. And I think that's true for all of our music.
Musically, would you call yourself polyamorous?
Polyamorous. I like that.
Oh, that's unique. I haven't heard that one.
We're gonna start using that, Jay, on all our files and stuff like that.
If I was y'all, not trying to be funny, I would probably make that the name of a song or an album.
That's good. I like that. It's kind of like a
cool idea. The album and every song is a different genre.
I'm putting that in our bio right now.
I have my moment. What's up, everybody? It's Jay from Yankee and the Brit bringing you some exciting news. King Palms and Yankee and the Brit are teaming up together to give you an amazing deal. Head over to kingpalm.com, use promo code KPYNB to save 20% off your entire order. That's right, 20% off your entire order just by using the promo code KPYNB. If you want to enhance your smoking experience, King Palms has you covered. Innovative designs, premium quality, and they're all natural. So make sure you go over to kingpalm.com and use the promo code KPYNB at checkout to save 20% off your entire order.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
You know, we always start off with the Scrapyard Johneds33. He had to make the list because he's obviously a new fighter straight from the Scrapyard. He's making a wave in there himself. You can see, like we said, both of us said in the show, the growth from the first fight to the second fight. If he's as serious as he says he is, I want to see just how much he's about to grow because I'm really excited. Second, from the West Coast, Mono. Man, let me tell you, I'll just start off. Team Mortem. So you know he's fucking killing it. But this man, he has a nice base. As I'm watching his fight, he's sitting there watching his opponent. He got hit with a good few ones too, and he knows how to adapt and recover. Boom, and he was right there on it. Kept the pressure on, and I just really enjoyed watching him fight. I kept looking him up, and I only saw, I don't know, I couldn't find any other fight. So please, Mono, I need some more fights. I want to see some more of you. And third, from the OG yard, Smurf Money. This was an interesting fight to watch because him and his opponent had good basics, but I felt like, you know, they're out there, they had a few fights, but, you know, it's one of those things where even I can tune myself up, get a couple things I want to see tuned up to start seeing him start demolishing people because it was a great fight he had, and I watched a few others that he had, and yes, please, Smurf Money. Let me start seeing a little bit more fights. Let me see some more growth from you because you have my eyes. And now I just mentioned your name, so everyone else's eyes are on you. Those are my three fighters to watch.
Nice. Fire picks, bro. Fire picks as always.
Straight fire.
Straight fire. Let's get it. Yeah, Sound K and the Fire 5. Let's get it. We're going to start things off with Street Beefs OG Yard. We have a fight between Brian versus Rude Dog. This was a great boxing match right here. Styles make fights. We had the short range pressure puncher versus the long range stick and move boxer. This is classic boxing at its finest. I will say composure is key. Composure is key. We saw a lot of repeated jabs. We saw a lot of banging hooks, and it made for a firefight. Street Beefs OG Yard, Brian versus Rude Dog. Yeah, moving on to Street Beef Scrapyard. We see the champ, Malik Ogun versus Dynamic Duran. This is a great, phenomenal boxing match. We saw a lot of composed place shots, a lot of major improvements by both boxers. The power shots were constant. The counters were consistent. And we saw a lot of grit by both of these guys, but we saw a lot of sportsmanship as well between both these guys. Street Beef Scrapyard, Malik Ogun versus Dynamic Duran, firefight. Yeah, Street Beefs West Coast, you see it. Another champ in the building. Doughboy versus Husky 2. That's right. This is the second match between these two. These guys had a phenomenal first match, and here it is, the rematch for the title. Heavyweight boxing, two technical boxers. They put on a show. These guys, they gave us slips. We saw a lot of big body shots, a lot of counters. Yeah, man, just a phenomenal fight. Excellent rivalry going on between these two. Street Beefs West Coast. Doughboy versus Husky 2, firefight. Moving on to Street Beef Scrapyard. We right back at it. If you're trying to look this fight up, the title's on the screen. This is a match between Naughty Nate and Short Temper. This was another great boxing match. This is a battle between youth versus experience. We saw a lot of great use of defense. Man, these guys put on a show as well. I want to see both of these fighters come back. These guys were throwing everything in every punch. I mean, each punch carried a KO behind it. Cardio is key, as we say every time. Cardio is key, as well as staying calm. Calmness is very much key as well. These guys had a lot of heart. And they, like I said, they put on a show. We got a solid stoppage in the end. Street Beef Scrapyard, Naughty Nate versus Short Temper, firefight. And we're going to end it in the Dirty South tonight. That's right, Street Beef's Dirty South. We have Patrick Griffin versus Dustin Brody. Again, another fire boxing match. These guys came out and they put on a show as well. We got punches and bunches, constant action all 3 rounds. These guys were two dogs with no quit. All heart, all will. And again, these guys, they came out to show out, putting on for the Dirty South. Patrick Griffin versus Dustin Brody, Street Beef's Dirty South, Somke and the Fire 5.
Straight fire. Bam.
Yeah. Great fights as always, man.
Great fights, great show, great Tuesday. I mean, shit, can't get better than that.
Straight up. Yeah, man. Another great one, man. Another great one. And as always, man, we can't do it without our guests. You know, shout out to our guests tonight. Johneds33, we appreciate you. Wero, we appreciate you. Great time, great talk. You know, what you think, man? Is about that time though?
About that time.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get the shout outs out the way. Again, thank you to our guests. Those in the live chat, those watching us on replay, we appreciate you all. We do this for you all. Shout out to Street Beefs OG Yard, Street Beefs Scrapyard, Street Beefs West Coast, Street Beefs Dirty South. We do this for you all. Shout out to Overtime Hustling Magazine. Yeah. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. Yeah. Shout out to aswellworld.com. Yeah. And yeah, man, if y'all trying to check for me, I'm here every Tuesday, same time, same place. And yeah, shout out to Buddy V. Shout out to Jay. And that's it for me.
Hell yeah. Shout out to swellworld.com. As you see, I got some of that spring collection still going on. So you got to get it while you can. And the limited edition prints, I still got a handful left. So you never know. And yes, this Zuel Jaguar might find itself on a windbreaker. I don't know. It's just, you heard it here first. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. So as well, -world.com, go support, go show some love. To use the code Y and B for Yankee and Brit, and you'll get 15% off your order. Come on, you know what to do. You know what it is. And go Zuel_Buddy V for the Instagram for all the fun stuff. And yeah, there's been some people trying to beef with me lately, but it's not even getting to me. But if that happens, you might just see it on my story where I'm just gonna share it to my story and be like, time and place. Just saying. Other than that, man, I appreciate every single one of you watching the show. Thank you all very much. Samke, man, we make a dynamic duo. Jay, hey, man, I know that we always have a fun time with you running the show. Got to keep you on your toes more often, though, We've been running too smooth. And, yeah, other than that, thank you, everybody. And we end it in Jay's famous words. One world, one love, deuces.